Well, today I'm here at the shop. It's like 4:10. I have to get out of here and get home by 5, so I don't have very much time, but I got everything I needed to get done, finished, and then I have some time to kill. So I decided I'm going to start pulling stuff for our booth because one of our goals for this week is to get some new, fresh stuff into our booth. So for this month, I have not done any stocking in the booth. I've been really like slacking at the booth, but now that I've put aside doing eBay auctions, I have a little more time on my hands. So our booth so far this month has done about $680, and today is the 17th. I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to get a whole video filmed, but we'll probably pick up where we've left off in a day or so. Yeah, let's start grabbing stuff, making a little pile, figuring out what we're gonna put in the booth, and go from there. So here's a look at the shop in its current state of affairs. Kate is coming back tomorrow, which is Wednesday, and we are going to be doing another shop to shop. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. I actually pulled out my cart of jewelry. Figured we could sell through some of this jewelry. So I've got that set aside for when Kate comes tomorrow. And I've got this table over here with some remnants from Springfield. You can hear the tape dispenser back there because Andrew is packing packages. Jesse's in Louisiana for the next 2 weeks, so Andrew is the packer guy. What do we have going on back here? Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot of booth stuff. I mean, I have this neat. I do see there's no way to hang this in the booth. I can maybe grip it on the edge of that. That's probably why it's stuck around for so long. I don't have any way to hang it. I was actually planning to put this into the booth, and I think this would be a great booth piece. This is just so fun. I think somebody made this, honestly. I think this was like a like a repurposing thing. Like somebody bought this blank canvas and painted it and added a really fun knob and just made it their own. And I think they did a wonderful job. It's really fun. So I think I could definitely put this into my booth. I don't have any empty cards at the moment because Andrew's packing. We'll just leave it right here. We'll just leave it right here, and I will come back through and I will price it. We're going to put this in the booth. I bought these out of Bedford, so it doesn't make any sense for me to put those back into Bedford. This is probably better sold online. This is a Bill Campbell. See that scribbly mark on the back? I've been selling a lot of Bill Campbell lately. I think because it flies under the radar. So once you know how to spot it, it's easy to spot, and it sells well. I think there's quite a few collectors for it, especially the crystalline glaze, but even his regular glaze, this bluish lavender glaze, is also very pretty. So this would do better on one of my whatnot sales or buy it now on eBay. But the chicken, oh, and the baby chicken, I'm like, where's the other one? I hear it inside. So that could go into the booth. There's another little chicken basket on the inside, so I'm going to include both of those into the booth. I have all this stuff down here that Shelby hasn't gotten processed yet, and I'm wondering if I should just get through that, get it done. I mean, right now, obviously, is not the time for it, but this is all stuff from the Ham House garage. So I have to get through all of this, and I could put this into the booth. I mean, kind of some fun fall themed stuff. It just needs to be cleaned because it's been in the garage. Some spun aluminum canisters. I think maybe that'll be my project tomorrow. I'll clean through this stuff and get all that priced up and moved into the booth. At this point, I bought that how long ago? Don't even know what cost I have into it, so I can mark it pretty low and get it moved along. planters might be better off waiting until spring for those. Black glass. This is pretty. I really do remember this. Little mouse turds in there. That makes sense. There's probably some mice in that garage. So I'll have to clean those up good. I'll get to those tomorrow. I think I'm going to put this in the booth because I've had it sitting around for so long. And that really, really narrow neck has me freaked out. I think that's why I've had it sitting around for so long. So this could be a booth piece. Remember to bring this one home. And also this, which I think is a Jim Beam. Yes. But I mean, people like decorating with these and mixing them in with their Empoli decanters. So I have 2 of those. I think I brought the other one into the back for the Springfield sale. I'll sell this one through the booth because I have 2. All right, so I just peeled my label off of here. And I owe a big thanks to Nat and Kid over on Whatnot. I showed this on my the shop last Wednesday, and she popped into my sale and let me know that this is in fact not Blanco. I was under the impression that it was Blanco because when I bought it, the seller had it marked as Blanco. I assumed they knew what it was, and turns out it's Italian. So I peeled my sticker off of there. I'm going to put a fresh sticker on there, identifying it as Italian, and we're going to put it back over into the booth. So I'm going to include that as well. So there's 3 pieces right there. Still have to figure out what I'm going to do with this Fiesta ware. If you guys ever see me pass up Fiesta ware, and a lot of you in the comments are like, you missed the Fiesta ware. I didn't miss it. I didn't miss it. I've got all of this sitting here that I've tried selling, and I can't get rid of it. And I've tried selling it, and then I've knocked down the prices. I tried like getting $4 a piece. $4 a piece for these coffee mugs, and I couldn't get $4 a piece for them. So I don't really want to mess with Fiesta ware because it takes up a lot of space. It sits around. I can't get rid of it. And so when you see me walk by Fiesta ware, it's because of this. I want nothing to do with it. So anyway, there's 3 pieces. Do we have them to paint into these plates over here? These dishes, I have 4 of them. I'll probably stick those in my booth. I was thinking of putting them on eBay as a buy it now, but what's the difference between eBay buy it now and my booth? I'd stick them in my booth for a little while. If they don't sell, I'll switch them over to a buy it now. Makes sense. And it brings some glass, some life to my booth. I think that's kind of what I'm trying to do here with these pieces. I'm like, hey, this represents me. So that's what we're doing. I think I found these on the website, Dynasty. These are Dynasty glass, which I believe is China. But they were selling for about $85 a piece. I'm not going to ask that in my booth, but that's what I had seen them selling for. So I have 4 of them. But I think we're going to get a price on those and put them in the booth. All right. Well, this one came from Madison Bachville. It is Finland. It is, what does it say? PHUUM, maybe? Not really sure. Anyway, it's a neat piece of glass. Clear, it has a little texture to it. And then the Blanco. The Blanco bowl. This I got from Jacob and Josh from their warehouse, and this has the original Blanco sticker on it. So my assumption is that this one is in fact Blanco. I don't know if this is something I would really want to ship, so as a result I'm going to put this into the booth. I do have to do a little research on it first. It has almost like a green tint to it, and then it has the blue striping. It's pretty neat, but it is very large. So that's a pretty decent start. This can go over into the booth. I bought 2 of these. I think the other one sold out of the booth, so it would make sense. Can I slide it in there? No, I'm gonna break something. Well, it's been a couple days since I started pulling stuff to put over into the booths, but I'm back at it. I'm back at it this afternoon. Andrew's here packing. He's in the back. He's got some loud music playing, so I'm going to try to talk over it. He likes to listen to music when he packs, which is the complete opposite of Jesse, because he usually just has the little earbuds in. But Jesse is away for 2 weeks in Louisiana, and then in a few months, him and Jess are going to be moving back down to Louisiana permanently. So he's going to be done working with us at the end of November, and we're going to be looking for someone new to come and help us with the shipping. So fortunately at this time, you know, it's only a part-time. So Andrew is able to step in and work on shipping, but we'll probably be hiring someone new on soon, eventually. But Jesse's he's been great. He's really good at packing. You guys know, if you've ordered from us, Jesse does a really awesome job. So I'm a little bummed, but he feels called to go back home to Louisiana, and so that's where he's heading. So anyway, we are going to pull the items that I showed you the other day and start pricing them. So Mom brought this cart over for the center of our upstairs booth. I think it'll look nice up there. I had originally thought we'd put a coffee table, but this actually has 2 tiers. So that's 2 levels of area where we can put stuff for sale. So that's kind of nice. And also there's some sort of, I think these pieces actually hook in, and it's got like a whole thing happening. So I don't know if it's going to be for sale or not, or if she just wants to use it as a decorative thing. I'm not really sure what her goal is, but I do know it's going in the booth. So for now, I'm going to use it to put the things that I need to price. A central spot for those, because the tables are a little overrun with stuff that I need to move. So there's a couple things here that I showed you guys the other day. I'm just going to move those over to the cart, and then I'll kind of talk you through how I'm going to price them. Okay, I have to grab this. Ooh. I know a few people online were interested in this, but I think for now I'm going to move it over into the booth. If it doesn't sell out of the booth, I will offer it online. That's usually how I do things. And I have been selling stuff that I brought back from the booth on my Wednesday shop-to-shop sales, which aren't every Wednesday, but Kate and I did them the past 2 Wednesdays. We're going to take a little bit of a break, and then we'll probably get back to doing those. So for now, it's going to go over into the booth. Doesn't sell, it'll make its way back here. The chickens. See, there's 2 there. It's a mommy and a baby chicken basket. Shelby got some of this stuff from the garage process, and I feel like we could move that over into the booth. What is this one? 1897, I think is the date on that. 1890, yeah, 1897. It's got a little age. This is black glass. Ooh, it's wet. It's dripping on my foot. Let's move this over onto the cart. Okay, so this is what I've got here on the cart, and I'm going to start pricing it. And then I'll go through the prices with you guys and kind of give you an idea for why I priced it the way that I did. All right, so here is the Dynasty Gallery website. And here are similar plates. This is a small version. Here is the large version. Originally sold for $109. It's a little bit different style. It's kind of a wider style. This one's a little bit closer. This one is $70. It's like more of a, oh, it's a banana. I was going to say it's more of a palm style, but it's a banana leaf. So that's $70. So these are kind of comparable pieces. This is what they originally sell for. $124. This one sold for $29, but that's again small. These are pretty good size. So taking that into account, and then taking this into account, these are eBay solds of those same leaf pieces. Here's a sold comp Dynasty Gallery bowl, and I think this sold was $15 on that. I don't know why this is going so slow today. It was $15. I'm curious what the size is, and I don't know if it's ever going to show me what the size is, but I'm probably thinking like $28 a piece on these, which is lower than you can buy them new, but I think that's probably about where I'm at, and I can't even see the sizes on these because they're not loading. So I'm going to price them at 28 bucks a piece. Okay, so next we have this Jim Beam mid-century style decanter. I've seen these in all different colors. This one obviously is red. It still has an original sticker on it. It says Beams even, and I think it's marked on the bottom as well, because I've had this before in a different color. I'm looking up sold comps now. Obviously I spelled it Jum Beam. I spelled it wrong. It doesn't matter. It's still pulled up results. So here are the different colors. This smoky colored one sold for about $52 on eBay. Blue was $45. Here's a red that sold for $18. Amber about $10. This is a different style though. You can see that one's just tall, maybe white on white. Who would photograph white on white? So that kind of gives you an idea. This 18 seems kind of like a fluke. The average seems to be somewhere in here. So I would probably do like 35 on that. I mean, the higher end is up here, 52, 45, 45, 55. So I'd probably be at 35. That's like right in the middle. So that's how, maybe 32. I'm going to do 32 on it, because I'm not pricing it for millions of people on eBay. I'm pricing it for my local market here in Carlisle. And I'm hoping somebody's going to walk in and be like, hey, today I really want to find a Jim Beam decanter that's red. What are the chances? This picture right here looks to be similar to the one that I have on the cart. It's a little bit different shape, but it's also a large Amberina picture. There's probably some glow to that, if I would have to guess, because a lot of these Blanco pieces do have the cadmium in them, so they glow orange. Looks like this one sold for $65. I think I'm going to hop over to Worth Point and see if I can find a similar shape. Okay, so this is Blanco Tangerine Amberina Optic Panel. Sold for $110 in 2022. Here's another one, sold for $100 in 2013. Now this is Worth Point. I get asked a lot, what is that app you're using? This is Worth Point. This is something that I pay for. I do have a link for it down in the description of my videos. That is an affiliate link, so if you use my link to sign up for Worth Point, I do receive a commission that does go to support my channel. But that is Worth Point. And this saves multiple years of listings, unlike eBay, which is just 90 days of solds. So this goes all the way back, obviously, to 2013 and beyond. There's 2012 with no image even available. So I think I have it sorted highest to lowest. I like to do that to kind of get an idea for it. So I'm thinking like, I don't know, maybe I'm thinking 115 on that, or like 95. Maybe 95. I might do 95 on that. Maybe I'll check the listing and see how big theirs is. That's important, because maybe they have a bigger version or a smaller version. So I'll check the size of the one that sold for 100 and something, and then I'll go from there. Alright, so I was just cleaning this off and realized that the bottom of the lid is red. So I think my suspicions were correct when I assumed that this was somebody's project that they just put together and made it. They did a wonderful job. I really like it. I'm thinking, like, what price am I gonna put on this? 35 bucks on that. And then I have to come up with a price on the chickens. Where did the other, oh, it's over there. So this right here is Fostoria coin glass. And in my experience, it doesn't have a very high resale value. So my hope is that I put it in my booth and I attract a collector. That being the case, I'm probably going to price it at like $4. I don't remember where I got it. I don't even know how much I have into it. I suspect it may have come in a lot, maybe somewhere along the way. So we're going to price it at $4. And then hopefully it moves along. Okay, is that a chip? I don't think so. Nope, just part of the glass maybe. So $4 on that, and then the trivet. I had 2 of these. I think one of them sold. I'm thinking maybe 18 on that. Trivet. So I did 18 on this. Did maybe 18 on this, maybe, I think. And then I did 42 on that. So that's where I'm at. I'm gonna get, oh, and I'll do maybe 12 on that little tray there. So that's everything. Then I could print out tags and get all this priced and get it into boxes. All right, 3 boxes. I just got to the very end of it, and I realized I forgot to put CLL on all my tags. All right, well, I think I'm going to call it quits there. I filled 3 boxes, so that feels pretty good. Obviously, forgot the vendor code on there. Kind of stinks, but you know what? We'll figure it out when we get to the booths. I've got more stuff that I need to price, but it's getting a little bit later in the afternoon, and I have other stuff I need to get done today. So I'm probably not going to be stocking the booth until later this week, so I'm not too worried about it. But there's definitely more things that I want to get moved over there. Smaller stuff. I always have this habit of like, oh, here's a giant thing, let's go put it in the booth. But I do need to move some smalls over into the booth. I think that would be wise. So anyway, I've got some other stuff to work on today, but I hope you guys enjoyed hanging around the shop with me today, picking some stuff for the booth, and kind of going through my thought process on how to price things for my local market, because it's a different thing than eBay. It's hard to price things in your booth for eBay when you don't have a million people walking through the door of the antique mall. You really have to be aware of what's your local market, what are they buying, what prices are they paying, and it's a lot to take into consideration. But our booth is doing pretty well this month. It's doing a lot better than last month, so I'm pretty pleased with it. I don't know right off the top of my head because I haven't checked it for the last week, but I think last week we were at like $640, so and we were making pretty consistent sales. So I figure this week maybe we're at 700. I don't know. I haven't checked it, but we're almost, we've got a week to go. But I'm gonna sign off, and I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. So long.